can see the Otterception give way to Norway. So, right, yes, I inconveniently died and lost Denmark in a freak accident. I am now trying to take Denmark back in a less freak war. Can I remember where anyone is and where they are going? Right, so there I have a Norwegian army. Good. Right, so I have a bunch of allies who are heading that way. I thought I had some ships somewhere, but I can't see any ships. Okay. Let's just zoom in and check there aren't any ships hiding under that knot. There really, really aren't. So we have some ships there. Right, what have we got in our pockets? So I need 15 ships. What? Okay, right. Didn't actually just lose all my troops. Okay, that's exciting. I can't actually raise my fleet. Now, is this because I've got too many things in my demesne? Let's see if getting rid of something in my demesne to someone will help. Let's get rid of the Temple of Wethorn. Has that improved anything? No. Right.
3 ships.
Got 5 ships. Which I can... 6 ships. Woohoo. Oh my god. Right, this is a bit exciting because I can now raise 2 levies, but I can't do anything with them. Right, on the other hand, my vassals are busy, sorting themselves out, which is a good sign.
So what's your current war?
Denmark.
Right. Hoping you live long enough to do something useful with it and not just pass it on to one of your...
Yes. Well, I decided to try it because I'm 26.
Yes.
So this is absolutely the best possible time to be trying this. No. I managed to acquire another 3 ships. Which is going to bring me up to like 10 ships. Let's just check that I am fully minor titled up, which I am not. I've got an official court dwarf though.
That's nice.
It's very important to have a court dwarf.
So,
I know that's Svithjord. Maybe I want to head towards Denmark, which is actually the country I'm invading against all the odds. But, anyway, back to the minor titles problem. Right. Right, that should cheer some people up. Right, okay, so just check factions. Currently we are faction free. Woo, as they say. Who? There we are. Excellent. Right. Let's actually put in probably our best guy. So we can put 1,000 people into the ship. Can we split you in half? Ooh, excellent. We can actually split you into sizes that will actually fit on the goddamn ship. Brilliant. Oh, a book without a title was pushed into my hands by a hooded man clad in midnight blue. Something was said, but was lost in the confusion. The book was still there. Hey, wait! So I can gain 20 piety and study the book. Or I can get illumination. Well, let's get illumination. There's nothing wrong with illumination. On the grounds that piety is not actually that useful. Ooh, that's a really big place. So, in fact... Yes. I think in fact...
We've got a bunch of allies around, so we'll probably be in a position to do something about it shortly.
Yes. Oh yes, since I'm currently relatively flush with cash. Look at my technology. Ooh, right, we can get more skirmish. That's good. Right. Anyway. Aha. Right, so he's got martial score 22. Yeah, right. You're now my marshal. Okay. Just ferry people back and forth from the, west coast of Scotland to the west coast of Sweden. It's fine. Could there be cattle, please? Someone trying to get one of my titles off me. Well, so now there are 2 lots of 2,000 strong enemy troops either side of me, and I currently have 4 and a bit thousand and more allies coming.
This does kind of feel like a point at which to go one way and then the other.
Well, the thing here is, at the moment, they can't pass me.
True, yes, they could, if they were organised, both pile into you at the same time.
Yes.
But on the other hand, they are run by different people.
Indeed. So I feel
that... You know what happens when you try to do that kind of trick with your allies.
Oh yes, it's hilarious. Right. I've now got up to 2 flanks in the army that's actually mine. And I've got 5,000 troops. Ooh, excellent. And someone else has run into Sweden's troops, which is good. Yes, I have a horrible feeling that the Highlander army might not count for anything useful. But we will see. Who the hell are you? You're the Skarner army. Right. Well, I think we besiege this lot. Not you lot. In fact, should come ashore here, because that would be more useful. Aha, right. Now we're in a position to actually put together something that looks kind of like a sensible army. Okay, so right, I think we should go over there, because if they besiege stuff off us, that's going to be annoying. Weird. You are a spy master 22, right? Excuse me, new spy master, your spy mistress, your duty is, and I'm sure you'll be totally surprised by this, is to bugger off to Constantinople. I'm sure it beats the hell out of October in Sweden.
What was that? That was a thing.
So, now, it looks to me like they've loaded a lot of people into some ships. Well, so if they've loaded a lot of people into ships, then could I have some fruit Mentos, please? Then, of course, I have an opportunity, which is to go, ha ha ha, excuse me while I raise a tribal army or two on top of you. While I, like, besiege all your stuff. So, there's you. Let's... Ooh, that's nice. That was a battle that got me 26% war score.
Right.
Excellent, because someone else had thinned their army down. Well.
Looks like something exciting is happening for City.
Yes, what a terrible shame. I wonder if I can take advantage of it in a fairly imminent moment.
Yeah.
Let's besiege Lotharingia. I think I have enough allies there to mop up those guys. Provided, of course, they try and get together rather than throwing like 25 of them against 120 opposition. Right, okay, that's worked out a bit better now they've actually discovered, the benefits of working together and cooperation.
Could be a mosquito.
It's alright. Cambridge probably won't need malaria nets during our lifetime. Probably.
Malaria nets
Seems a very strange and throtty version of marionettes.
Ah, hang on. I found some of the Swedish army. Okay, Gotland is trying to take over Svithjord.
Gotland was like one down to 2 counties.
Yes.
Because you took one of them, one of its 3
Yes.
counties off it.
I just don't think Svithjord was doing very well. I've got a woman in charge of one of my armies.
Whoa!
I didn't know I could do that, but apparently you can make your sister ruler. Commander. Thank you.
Might be that that's allowed for you in general. As with women on commanders in general for you, but I'm not sure. So if you've got a pope in charge of one of his armies.
Okay, right. We have 100% war score. Let's see. If we have any good claims against Gotland. Well, Germanic. Ah. So I'd have to dismiss my levies anyway. Right. And someone has just landed me some... A host has just landed in Iceland. So let's... Since I'd have to dismiss my levies anyway, let's...
Have you not got a tribal army raised?
Not at the moment. I don't think. Hang on, let's just double check this. Ah. 400. So how many actual levies have I got raised? 260. I think I can afford to dismiss those. And find someone else to have a war with.
Essentially, you can conquest one of the 2 counties, whichever one you prefer. Obviously, they don't currently hold Swedish themselves.
Let's... Right, so I've invited my allies into the war. so I can safely end this war.
Well, you might want to wait for them to join, so that they don't dismiss all of their armies.
It's true. I've got a reasonable number, so I'm now going to declare this war over before right. I now have Denmark, and mysteriously am quite threatening.
Yeah, I think, based on what I know, you should the only female commanders you should be able to appoint are those who are shield maidens.
Here we are.
Given she has the nickname
The Shield Maiden.
Yes, third trait from the left, Shield Maiden. So that means that you're allowed to appoint her as a commander.
Right. I mean, I'm also appointing her because look at that.
Well, yes, I think that's part of being a Shield Maiden. That is.
On the shield.
Right, so well, my uncle has raised a host against me. I think this is an excellent opportunity to go, excuse me, welcome.
Like 2,500 troops on your doorstep, or are you just going to raise your domain troops might be enough?
When they're in there, they're only 1,000. Let's raise a tribal army. Yoink. Right. So that lot are marching off to Gotland. I have some ships which I will send back towards the thingy. Ooh, people are forming defensive pacts against me. Well, this is entirely surprising. And I should still have one kingdom conquest war, because the war on Denmark was a personal claim.
You don't get subjugation wars now that you're...
Oh, no, I'm organised.
Yes, reformed.
Reformed, whatever. Right, can I raise some fleets? So I've got 10. It's not going to be quite enough for fleet. So 19. It's going to be 21. No, it's going to be 22. The excitement, it just never starts. Let's go and have a brief look at the got 44% of the counties. Well. So where are you going? You're going towards Nordland. Let's send you after them. Let's besiege Gurtland tribe and see if we can remember anything at all about Gurtland other than there are some really cool linguistic things that go on here, but I can't remember any of them. For it hath been a long time. Ooh, yes, let's nick some tech from Constantinople. Brilliant. Can we improve anything? Let's assault weapons. Barely enough.
Now you just need to reduce your armies very slightly.
Yeah.
So you do apparently have 12. Does that say 12 unraised ships?
Yeah, but if I click it, I can't raise them.
Okay.
It's the weird, one of those weird things again. I never understand these things. So, peace offer from the one at 99%. No.
So you might want to sort out what your next war will be.
No, because I've got 2 wars going on.
Yes.
Yes. I don't need to sort out what my next war will be. I want to let this war carry on because I want to thin this number down so I can fit them on the goddamn ship.
Yes.
And there will then subsequently be a next war,
But the offer is from the other war.
No, it's not. It's from this one.
You said it was from the 99% one,
Yes.
which is not the one
Oh, yeah, sorry.
happening in Iceland.
You're quite right.
But on the other hand, I don't know if you're guaranteed to get the opportunity to be able to keep the other one going. That's the thing. I think you probably are, but like ordinary wars, it's clear that they're only going to end when you actually ask them to. But for instance, wars against peasant revolts tend to end spontaneously, even when you don't ask them to. And I'm not sure where an adventurer comes on this
Yes.
scale.
No, let's not go for Holy War.
It's probably dangerous. I mean, you've not tried taking a recent holy war against a Catholic state. I'm assuming he's Catholic.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's just absolutely suicidally stupid because I just don't have that many people. Even though...
Depends how enthusiastic his allies are, his co-religionists are at joining him. But
Yes, but given there's been crusades against me. Right, let's go for conquest of Aarhus, because apart from anything else, if I have to nibble everything county by county, at least this conquest cools down quicker.
and it gets you moral authority for your religion slightly.
It's
which
true.
is nice for converting people.
Yes. Right, let's Send that. Ask everyone to join my war. Yoink.
Probably safely end the other one now because I've got. Assuming you have allies in the third war, of course.
I think I pressed the button, but I've got.
Yeah, you've got allies in this war now. So. The offer has been rescinded, mind it looks like. Or has it not?
No, this is the.
Okay.
We're surrendering.
The icon for it has vanished, but maybe
Yes,
that's because
the icon's vanished because it's given me this dialogue. Right. Oops, pause. Right, you lot wish to wander off towards Lotharingia. At which point I have this brief moment where I go, did I read his army numbers right, or am I completely mad? But no. Also, I did forget, no, he's not got that much money. And although he's got prestige, it doesn't matter because Catholic. Right, so...
Catholics can still do that. It's the fact that he's not tribal. So.
Oh yeah. Right, so my daughter is a perfect average daughter. Let's see if we can get... that's a bit naff. Let's marry her off to the Jarl of thingy. Let's assign her a guardian. Right. Dimitri, let's try and find a woman, my lord, in my court to give her a temple. Court. Find someone who I can actually give. Oh no, hang on. Women, I'm limited, but I got her a title. Oh. I definitely have a title. Okay, let's find my most uncheered vassal. Okay, you're very uncheered. I think it's probably a waste of time giving you something to cheer you up, but you, on the other hand, can probably be up-cheered.
Currently trying to dispose someone to.
Yeah, my daughter. Right, you would like the Kingdom of Denmark. You're not getting the Kingdom of Denmark, but you know what? You can get the Chiefdom of Gotland. Right. That will solve my domain limit problem. Right. No, I don't want a small thing of warriors.
Well, they're not a serious problem because they can be put on a ship, a small number of ships. Indeed, you can take advantage of the fact that you still haven't managed to reduce the large army and just ship this nice small army.
Yes.
Nice small, easily divided army, indeed.
Yes, I'm shipping them off too. Excellent, right. Okay, right, yes. And we can safely end this war because I have another war happening. Which has got me enough to get me a new tribal army. Brilliant. Were it nice not for my small shipping problems. I would like to point out I have... God damn it. 63. Right, can I find any goddamn ships?
When your ships are idle, you might find that you can dismiss them and then raise more. I'm not sure. But
Last
right
time
now
I tried that, I had even fewer of them. It's usually better. It seems to be better to keep the ships around. The reason I don't like doing that is that ships are expensive, but finance is not my problem at the moment. How's this army? This army is doing fine. Okay. Jarl Hrolver of Vestlandet. I suppose actually we're getting to the point, really, where we should have invaded Normandy. And Hrolver should be taking over there to become Rollo, one of the scions of the Norman, the Norman Counts dynasty, that ends up being William the Conqueror.
But as it is.
So I should also check for people being in defensive pacts when I go to war with them now, because I have some fairly substantial threat. Oh yeah, I was just going, why have I got Norwegian warriors there? There's a good reason why I've got Norwegian warriors there. Because I have just got them off a ship. Right, let's ship you over there, let's see if...
What is the biscuit puree shop?
we have...
About half packets worth of bourbons. Slightly real bourbons. Oh yes, of course, remember that I rescued 3 hot packets. 2,400 is not actually...
It's not 2,400, but it is
It's
2,263.
So you shouldn't have ended that war, you should have just had another gratuitous battle.
Yeah. Right, let's besiege our house in the middle of our street. Not that I can remember what "ar" means in Danish at all.
Sadly, we only have a dictionary of English place names and not a dictionary of Danish place names.
Well, there is a moot point here, which is, I often didn't pay attention in class. Or certainly not enough attention in class to remember it 20 years later. Right, let's glue you lot together. No, I do not want Frirek in charge of that. Frirek is barely capable of, being in charge of his own head. Oh, that's me.
Yes, you're Frirek, just
Yeah.
in case you're curious.
I keep forgetting this. Anyway, I just spotted that one of my right, excuse me, I need to fire some commanders. Because, and this is important, they're shit. Right, that gives me 1 commander slot, and all my other commanders are basically reasonable. Right. It's possible that Lotharingia will try and ship some people out to Iceland. I mean, they are coastal. Right, we have besieged our house in the middle of our street. My wife is pregnant. Damn it. Right, you have arrived in East Iceland. Can I squeeze any more fleets out from anywhere? No. I can't split you up. Right, I think what I do is periodically I check whether I can locate any more fleets from anywhere. And otherwise go, God damn it. Or possibly by Odin, by Thor. This is very annoying. Or more plausibly by Loki. This is very annoying. Right, so you have seeingness of 22. You have seeingness of 20. Right, you're now my new seer. Doof. New seer, new danger. Right, get proselytizing. We get proselytizing Gotland. So anyone seen the Lotharingian army? Does anyone know what the Lotharingian came like? No. I found out at least what the Lotharingian arms look like. Right, okay, off we go to thenextcounty.com. Let's go to the futile tab of futile.com and see if we can cause any more ships to exist.
Given that says unraised 19, hang on, how have you? That says you've only got a total of 15 levy ships raised.
Yeah.
So have you got 22?
So I've got 6 from my vassals.
Yes.
And then there's some accounting errors.
Thank you.
I think a lot of it is rounding errors. In that lots of my vassals and lots of my holdings give me like 1.5 ships. And a lot of the time the rounding seems to work in my favour on the grounds that you can't have half a ship. You can have, no ships or 1 ship. I can use up the petty kingdom of Gurtland. I think we should probably do that. Because 50 prestige is useful, and that will probably give me some de jure claims.
Yes, though you probably don't need those because you've probably got complex claims, but like 50 prestige.
50 prestige.
And so now that's turned into something different.
Yeah. So I now probably got too many held. Filcret probably doesn't count though.
I don't think the filcret seems to count.
Right, no one's giving me too many held whatnots, so I'm going to accept that that's okay. I can create the Kingdom of Lapland.
I don't think you gain anything much by creating kingdoms, though they will tend to get created when you die anyway. I think...
Yeah.
So it might be it's worth creating them simply because that way you get the prestige rather than the prestige vanishing into the ether.
Yeah.
But I'm not quite sure. I'll just check the rules of
I'm not going to necessarily have to decide imminently. It might be worth doing because then at least I have the option of going for Empire a different way.
So if you... Yes, essentially... I think, as I said before, and I've now actually confirmed it because I kind of made it up last time, the legal fiction is more or less that the outgoing ruler creates the kingdom just before they die, if they are eligible to create it.
Right.
Except that I think they probably don't pay the money and don't get the prestige.
Right.
But, so essentially, if you can now create a kingdom, then... then you will automatically create that kingdom when you die anyway, or rather if at your death you could create it. And so if you're not planning to lose the ability to create it, you may as well create it yourself because then you get the prestige.
Right, let's... So it costs me 200 gold but gets me 400 prestige, which is another tribal army. If only I could ship the bloody things anywhere. Right, let's try dismissing my personal fleet for a bit and then seeing if I can re-raise them. Right.
They may be scattered all over the map.
Of course they're scattered all over the map. Anything else would be useful. Actually, how many?
There may actually be enough of them in Iceland.
There are enough of them in Iceland. I can dismiss those. Right, there we are. I can dismiss my vassals as well, which will also probably improve.
You don't pay anything for those.
I don't, except they do get annoyed.
I don't think I'm not sure they do.
Okay, well, let's take that lot round to there. Let's
I think in
dismiss
particular,
this
a given vassal either gets annoyed or doesn't, depending on whether they have anything raised.
lot. Right.
So even if So assuming you have any army levies raised, which you may not.
I think I have. I can't remember. Let's go and look. No, I don't have any army levies raised.
I'll just check what the.
While you're waiting, I can perfectly well stick this lot in a ship and ship them over to North Lotharingia. Okay, I missed a small county. Let's go to Arborg.
Okay, ship vassals do reduce.
Do get penalties.
Do cause penalties the same as armies. So,
Right.
but I think it is any. I can have more of a look, but I think it's anything raised from a vassal causes them to start losing opinion. So, if you have something raised, you may as well have everything raised. But on the other hand, if you can arrange to have nothing raised from a vassal, then that's good.
Yeah. Right, okay, so just checking what my Chancellor was doing, and indeed my Chancellor was in fact in the right place, so hooray. Right, you lot off to the main bits of Lotharingia. You lot, let's at least bring you ashore slightly nearer to the main bits of Lotharingia. You lot, let's ship you over there, and then we can dismiss the vassal ship levies, which will probably... Oh, we've had a daughter, right. What's the family situation? So I've got Naddoðr, Ingfrid and Fine.
Hang on. Oh, right, Ingfrid.
Twins. Yes.
Ingfrid. I was going, hang on, have you got two daughters called Ingfrid? No, Ingfrid was the other one in the list that you checked.
So, ship levy, dismiss the ballot. Right. We have found the Lotharingian army though. It's nice to know they exist. Kind of. Squash go with the Lotharingian army. It was nice knowing you. Oh yeah, can we make some money out of some prisoners? No. How disappointing. Okay, we found some more of the Lotharingian army. Let me just actually check that we have sensible people in there. Yes, we do. That's all fine. Oh, one army has arrived in Over Isle. We know where that is, roughly. Over Isle. Right. we have found more Lotharingian army. In fact, so much Lotharingian army that we might actually manage to win fairly soon. So, right, okay.
Who's next?
Next. So we have Duchy of Greater Poland, Chiefdom of Gustrikland.
Which may be the same person who was.
Indeed,
last
thingy,
before.
so I probably have a truce with them. And Svithjord. Do I have any good claims against Svithjord? We have a non-aggression pact with him. Damn it.
Oh yes, I think he was the one you went and married your daughter to, because before you started playing as this character, they got a betrothal, and you didn't
Yes.
spot this when they asked you to honour the betrothal.
That's funny. Right, so that's also Svithjord. Right, you are Poland. Well, you do not look very happy. Well, excuse me. I think so. We can.
Ideally, unless you have a duchy claim against them, I would go for a counter conquest.
They're part of Christian Defensive Pact.
Oh dear, I guess you probably don't want to activate the Christian Defensive Pact against you.
Probably not now. Right, let's.
Well, I would be looking suspiciously at that odd outpost of Savonia. What's going on there?
So,
So that's still pagan, so yeah, okay, probably don't want to. We know how scary it is going up against
so
Swony in that area.
So he can raise, I think, 2,000 troops with 200 piety.
I can't remember the precise numbers. Hang on, if you want me to look them up, I can. But
Yes, please. It's not an odd outpost of Savonia. I think it is all of Savonia.
okay.
So it looks like it. That should be takeable by Blitzkrieg. Well, you just have to take the one thing.
So let's go. We're going to defensive things. Summoned devout warriors. 2,000 men for every 200 piety.
Right. So he can get another. So he can get up to
So he can
6,000.
No, he's got 524 piety.
Oh damn it! Yes, so he has.
So he can raise 4,000 more
1,000.
troops. And is in one of the hardest places to get a decent number of troops in.
It's not so bad now.
Yes, I mean you have got military organisation for, so it's
Yeah.
vaguely feasible. I would kind of go, is there anyone else in... Scandinavia includes Estonia, I think.
Estonia, you will note, is part of the Defensive
Yes, but
Pact.
does it extend as far south as Sakala?
Yes.
What's Sakala like?
Hang on, let's just look back to defensive.
I don't remember of your defensive pact. I don't think no.
No, so Sakala is Swimensko.
But probably less horrible. So he's well off piety.
He's very well off for piety.
That is
Astonishingly,
8,000 troops, which is rather a lot.
4,000 troops.
8,000 troops.
Oh no, sorry.
Two-
2,000.
2,000
Yes.
for every 200.
Yeah.
One for every 10, except you can only get them back to 200.
Yes. It's another 8,000 troops. That is terrifying.
So far, the more northern base. I mean, I don't think it doesn't feel particularly sensible to be trying to take on.
England's currently feeble and not part of the Defensive Pact. Do I have Great Holy War? Probably not.
And what you want for that kind of thing is for someone to be in the right religion. Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, you can take one county off them.
Yeah.
You can take the pick of counties, but
Yeah.
So what does the religion map look like? You got any nice tiddly things picked off?
Oh, really?
What's that? Those bits of bright purple. I mean, they're not really in the right area. I mean, no, northeast, kind of magenta. Oh right, there's an Orthodox patch there.
Yeah.
And around them,
So that's remover, a large bit of Slavic, and some
right? Okay.
basically Slavic with small Orthodox
So
bits.
there's not much. So the Slavic pagans are fairly. What? Why are there two different colours of marked Slavic? What's going on there?
That one. That's because that's Slavic, but the ruler is.
Are there stripes there?
There's a stripy ones, yeah.
Okay. Right. So. Because of course, rulers who are.
Hang on, let's have a look at whether we have anything good. So.
The claim on kingdom is 50 odd, but.
Yeah, and basically everyone's chieftains or counties. Do we have any good? Where's my de jure claim list? There's my de jure claim list.
Right, if you're going to take counties in Ireland, you can do that by conquest.
Yeah.
And you might decide to do so.
Well, most of them aren't. Most of them, of course, are part of the goddamn Defensive Pact.
Yes.
So, do I have any personal claims? Swithiod, Kingdom of Frisia.
But really, you want to be looking at defensive pacts because that's the only thing that you can attack. Like your problem is not a shortage of claims, really. I mean, I suppose the Kingdom of Frisia. Ooh, who holds the Kingdom of Frisia at the moment? No one.
No one.
How have you got a claim on the Kingdom of Frisia if you don't hold? If no one holds it, I don't know. Didn't know that you could.
I can't press it.
Right. Okay.
Got a
Because
weak
there's
claim
no
on
one you can press
Norfolk
it against,
and
yes.
a weak claim and a strong claim on Caney.
So yeah,
It's
I mean the
Caney.
thing is, single county claims you have.
Yeah, through
plenty-
conquest.
You can conquest pretty much anyone you care about
Yes.
because you are pretty much the only major Germanic
Pagan.
realm.
Yeah.
So I think your aim is basically what county that's not part of Svithiod and not part of the defensive pact would you like?
Yes.
I'm kind of inclined to go for Savonia because I think it's still fairly scary.
It's the least scary option.
Yeah.
I think I do have enough troops. I can raise 3 tribal armies and probably on a good day ship them somewhere.
So yeah, get back to defensive pacts. I'll just have another look around, convince myself there's nothing else we can do. So the southern bit of Denmark is
That's
Svithiod.
Svithiod.
What's the county just to the southwest of that?
That one?
Yeah, because is that inside? Where's the southern boundary of Scandinavia at that point? Right, so it is in Scandinavia. It's part of West Francia, which I mean technically is not much scarier than that one county of Savonia, but I kind of feel that taking on West Francia at any point is.
It's actually probably not a terrible time to take on West Francia, though. It's part of 3 wars.
So you can see what's going
Yes.
on with territories.
It's part of 3 wars at the moment. And it's a bit of West Francia that's very accessible for me and very inaccessible for West Francia. I mean, because I've got 9,000 troops sitting here right now.
Yeah.
And I can, you know,
taking quite a bit of effort.
I've got 11,000.
Oh,
11,500.
He's got a revolt on his hands as well. One of his wars is
Forces
a revolt,
revolt.
which is why he's a lot weaker than he would be, and in the middle of a war against someone who's probably approximately as powerful as him.
Yes. I think this is a great time to go to war with West Francia.
What's the name of the county you want?
Dithmarsh.
You've probably got an enormous list of things you could go for.
Claim Bremen.
Conquest of
Dithmarsh. I've got 23% war score already. Right, let's summon in all my allies. It's going to do nothing for my threat. I will give my allies a chance to turn up. It's true. Right, okay. Right, that's probably enough. Let's release the otter here. What do I get for this? Some prestige, some piety, and some moral authority. And, of course, some stuff. Right. Probably need to create a duchy. Yeah, let's create a duchy here. That solved that vassal problem. So, first of all, let's march you lot off to my favourite target. I suppose I could plot to kill the thing of Swithiot. Let's plot to kill the guy in charge of Swithiot. I will get Kinslayer though.
Is he related to you?
Yeah, he's my kinsman.
Is that all you need to get Kingslayer?
I don't know. You can look that up while I think about this.
Okay.
Oh, I can nearly raise 4 tribal armies. Right, let's temporarily disband that.
Ancestors, descendants, or kinsmen, but then there's familial Kinslayer, which is gained by killing blood aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, or cousins, and there's dynastic Kinslayer, which is gained by killing other members of your dynasty. So you get a minus 3 to diplomacy and minus 15 dynasty opinion for killing anyone in your dynasty.
Yeah, okay.
Presumably if you're found out.
Yeah. All of this is if you're found out. But
that will thus be in addition to no murderer.
yes.
Yes, the worst one is killing ancestors, descendants, or siblings, which is minus 25 dynasty opinion, minus 10 opinion from everyone else, and minus 5 diplomacy. So you better be sure that's worth it.
Yeah. Oh, whoops. Right, let's go and see also how we're doing faction-wise. Well, cousin, do you really think you can do better than me? I'm not sure about that. I think also, if I look at my ledger, somewhere in here there's... I don't want claimants. I want possible inheritances.
That's already your vassal, so inheriting
Doesn't really help. Right. I just wanted to check that it was my vassal and not, like, someone else. Because, you know, if it was, say, in Svithjord, then that would be quite handy, because that would be a way of getting me a county. So, we have besieged Dithmartian tribe. Ah, things have gone down because presumably something has happened in West Francia. Well,
quite a lot of his troops are hired, though.
Quite a lot of his troops are hired,
So he's quite well off.
and he's quite well off. But, I mean, I've got
He's still
10,000
got
troops,
substantially more than he has. So.
and he probably can't afford to
And
hire a
he's still
new
in-
lot.
He's still got that rebellion to deal with.
Yes. And it's not like my claim goes away when he, you know, stuffs this up. Let's just check what my finance is doing personally. There was something else I was doing. I have no idea what it was. I can always raise a tribal army if I really have to. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to do. I was going to go and play the exciting game called How Far Off? I can control 47% of the counties. It's going to be a while. Right, random kin state. Let's assign her a guardian. Yeah, my spine master is a good choice. So I'm just looking at this random, you know, child of my dynasty, and it, you know, she's 12 and she's a homosexual. So I want to know at what point this this trait gets given to you.
Might be able to find out, I'm not sure.
Right, we've arrived in Ghent. I've been to Ghent. It's a long time ago.
The wiki does not answer this question. It does tell you gets plus 30 attraction from those who are attracted to you, minus 5 vassal opinion, minus 15% fertility. And
Yes.
flips over how and means you are affected by I'm not quite sure. I feel it should mean that you get that your opinion is affected by the attraction bonus of those people to whom you are attracted, but it's not quite clear that that's what this says. But yes, it doesn't tell me when this gets assigned.
Can we not find someone less useless as our heir?
The West Frankian revolt is getting into fights with what our allies would prefer to do it.
Well, yes. feel my allies are hopelessly lost and can't work out where to go. I'm in West Francia, you giant stoats. I am doing the right thing. Do not wander off on your own to meet a potentially 7,000 strong army. And try not to run into the Metzian peasant revolt en route. Okay, I've got a new Jarl there. Let's see if he wants to come and say hello. Excellent, we have nicked tech from Constantinople. We have taken the good news from 8 to Ghent, the good news being, congratulations, your siege is over. Looking at my losses in sieges, I am thinking maybe I should go for a quick wander and see if I can find the army of West Francia.
I've got another 3,000 allied troops currently
Okay.
through southern Denmark.
Yeah, let's give them a chance to come and say hello then. Right, we have reasonable commanders. They come to say hello anyway. Fair enough.
So,
Good, good.
I mean, not that you get a defensive bonus here, but
No, but, you know.
and somehow found a narrow flank despite being on plains,
Yeah. Maybe we're next to the sea.
which is good really, because they're not, that flank won't make it, it's not going to stand a chance anyway.
Apparently not.
And
That's
they
because
got
mostly it's
distracted.
not a flank and less of a
Oh,
heck.
I've got a lot of people in the centre.
I have got a lot of people in the centre.
But
Where have all my allies gone?
actually,
Phew,
oh goodness, that was tight.
that was a bit exciting.
I mean, it got you a hell of a lot of war score though. You
Yes,
could
it
won that
did.
War. Don't close the war.
I'm not closing. I can close that.
Yes, yes.
That's fine.
Uh,
Right, who are you? Scotland.
That's not very helpful.
Scotland, not very helpful there.
So, defensive pacts for you.
Defensive pact for you.
Using your defensive pact this week. Not Svithjord. What's that odd little bit down in next to Gertland on the coast? And there are all the London things.
Oh yeah, this bit.
So that's all one realm.
That's part of the Christian defence.
Oh right, was I looking at the wrong? Was I confused about colours? Doesn't look like it's part of the Christian defensive pact. What's going on? Can you look at them? Because all of that lot's in dark grey, which should mean it's not in the defensive pact. That's true. No, I think
Okay.
some of her vassals are in the
Defensive
defensive
pact.
yes, which is kind of unhelpful.
Yes.
Greater Poland itself,
It's tribal.
it can raise 2,000 troops. I think Slavik's an offensive pagan. But that's not actually.
A huge problem.
Yeah, Slavic are a defensive pagan, so they can raise. So she can raise. 4,000 troops from her with her piety.
Yeah, okay, that's still not a problem.
So yeah, I feel that swiping a county off them.
Okay, 4,000 is a bit of a problem with my current numbers. But I do have more.
You'll sweep some up on the way up there.
Yeah.
And like you could always raise another tribal army. You're at 2,000 prestige and you're about to get more.
So,
Generally stick with conquests. Assuming you haven't got a duchy level claim against it.
no. Only holy wars. Right, let's go.
So remove her. There's still a reasonable area of that, isn't there? Okay, York.
She's
Slavic.
Slavic.
Sorry, yeah, Slavic had decent.
Slavic has tons of
Go
stuff.
for holy war, yeah.
No. We should go for conquest because that's going to be easiest to. Right, let's go for Mora. It's the nearest bit. Let's press the magic call in our allies button. Let's zip back to sensible view. Let's wait for the comments to come in. Okay, let's start walking them in the right direction. And let's, since I'm not getting any more things in, let's release an otter in the direction of that one. Doesn't get me a huge amount of prestige, but it does get me a little bit. Sort out my small domain problem. Right, so my plan is to head up to my plan was to head up to the county that I actually want to invade. What I will do is find, we appear to be out of organisers. Oh well. I'm just going to have to march across there and hope that none of my allies are stupid enough to go, you know what, let's attack those 4,400 people from Greater Poland who are attacking the one bit of Norway that's nearby. Someone left the defensive pact. Oh, that's because 3 people joined the defensive pact. Let's go back. Oh,
So,
excellent.
do you want to change your destination? At the moment you're still heading for...
Yes. No, I don't. One, I can join up with them and start besieging things up there, because there's more bits of the Greater Poland up there to besiege. And that will allow me to actually meet up with my troops and then have a larger army by the time I want to come back down here and go, so Greater Poland, you know, how's it going? Right, so we are at, you know, we can nearly raise 5 tribal armies if only we could ship them anywhere. At this rate, it might even be possible, if I don't snuff it too quickly, to my stupid people aren't besieging it anymore, they've wandered off somewhere. this is another good reason why going there is a good idea. You know, I might be able to make it to 8,000 prestige and create myself a custom empire of Iceland or something.
It has to be named after a kingdom.
Oh yeah.
And since you already have a kingdom, you can't create a custom kingdom.
Right, so you're my vassal. I'm not going to issue a challenge against my vassal who's actually, you know, any good at wombat. I'm not that stupid. I have lots of learning. Also, gosh, isn't he good? What a pity he's not actually a dynasty. Right. Still no people we can sell for cash. Not that we really have a cash flow problem at the moment. We're currently doing quite well. Or we technically had a battle because we ran into one soldier who was presumably standing there going, I don't want to be here, I want to go home. Let's besiege Kalmarhus. So now you're the only one who improve diplomatic relations. Might as well. That'll at least give her.
Well, yeah. Oh, yes. If you grant it to someone, it'll give them a
de jure
claim.
claim.
They might be interested in.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Yep. Also, he's now a very happy camper. Right. Today is Saturday, isn't it? Good, yes. Let's assault that. That's not worth. Right, that's given us a massive war score. Let's now go on a little trip to Greater Poland. Still got a couple of years before I can go back to war with Gustrickland. Let's just check that. Yeah, it's still my.
Presumably even longer loss for Lotharingia.
Yeah, but Lotharingia. Oh yeah, of course,
You've got
yes.
3 more counties to take off Lotharingia.
Yeah.
Also, 3 more counties you can usefully take off Lotharingia with and get gains without having to go after defensive pagans in the frozen north.
North, yes. Well, maybe I'll be able to go after Savonia if they're still daft enough not to be part of a defensive pact. Although maybe they've been accruing more piety. Where are you on the move to?
You may have to chase them a bit.
Yeah, I don't currently have an organiser, so you're currently going to Huffleburg. That's that one. Right, we're not movement locked. Let's go over there.
No, we're not. How are they running away?
Right, who are you? You're my friend, charismatic negotiator. Let's gain some piety. I think that's going to be more useful than not. Great, bloody useless allies. Getting rid of... Okay, well apparently my commander's completely hopeless, but whatever. I don't know. Try and put it together so that it actually works. Then they go and do stupid things like... Hey, look. Army, go over. Cute. At this rate, we're just going to have to wait and give them a thing. So, Estonia. Sakala's also scary.
What was last time you checked?
It's true. But we will do a recheck before committing to anything. Oh, we've got 100% more score. Right. So, defensive pacts, you say? Oh, look.
Sakala has joined it, Savonia hasn't.
Yes. And then there's Novgorod.
Christian, which is nice.
Orthodox. Not enough prestige to raise a thing.
But we'll have a bunch of vassals. If you mouse over his troop numbers, does it give you the potential vassal ally troops? So, yes, essentially 5,000 and a bit, 5,500 troops.
Yeah. It might be worth it. Oh, what's the county? Lucima.
And Orthodox maybe worth going for something exciting like the Holy War. But, yeah, on the other hand, the only thing that would be worth having would be a Great Holy War, and even that wouldn't get you that county, because that's probably not in de jure Novgorod.
Yeah, no, it's not.
So even though it might be an opportunity.
Yeah, if we do, I think we just go for the simple county claim. Well, unless there's something obviously better. But there isn't. Right.
You can't conquest most of them because it's not coastal.
Yeah. But I can conquest the bit that I want to. Viz. that one. Right, let's play the game called Invite All Your Mates. And let's go back to a view that makes some sense. Also we can start wandering off to Novgorod. Right, I think that's most of the things. Let's release the otter for more. There we go. Next. my plan is to march up here, so I'm marching up mostly through my territory to here, take the county, and then, because of course you get such a tremendous bonus from and ticking war score from holding the county that you want. Lancastrian conquest of somewhere in Wales on someone Welsh. Right, fine. That's nice.
You can do that.
Yep. Well, while the reader is drunk and incapable, it's probably the best time to do it. Oh, Kinder's popped out as its own little thing. Oh, it's part of a defensive pact. Right, well, okay, that's a good reason not to go to war with it. Actually, I might, of course, have a problem with going to war with any of these other places that I've been at war with, because they're part of a defensive pact against me.
Oh, yes. Oh, no, that was... those were you. Not part of the defense fact. That's good.
No, it's just dropped out. Right, anyway, let's nip back to sensible view. I seem to be a bit... Okay, right, I'm not too light on troops. So I've got about 7,000 in various whatnots, and he hasn't. Good, right.
One of your ally armies seems to be busy marching across Central Europe, mind, but...
That's fine.
Ooh. Oh, is that just him calling me his vassals?
No.
Oh, it's not a very scary thing.
No. Settlers reach Greenland. The new land discovered to the west of Iceland does indeed seem to be the new island. Under the leadership of Eirika the Red, who was banished from Iceland for murder, settlers have claimed land on the island's southwestern shores. To attract more colonists, Eirika has cleverly disguised it on the promising name of Greenland for this untamed virgin land that's mostly full of ice. Even more than Iceland. The new colony has already started exporting walrus ivory, seal blubber, and furs to Iceland and beyond. Apart from the brave Norse settlers, Greenland so far seems to be devoid of human life. Greenland, is it? No. Spoiler. You can only really settle there at this point at all because we're in a glacial warm period between ice ages, or mini ice ages, because otherwise Greenland is really quite inhospitable. Which is one reason why some of the colony then, proceed to sail even further west to get to probably Newfoundland and go, you know what, people here don't like us either. But yes, the discovery of Viking-style spindle walls at Lancer Meadow in Newfoundland is very exciting. Lancer Meadow, probably, I don't know. I don't know how people in Newfoundland pronounce things, I only ever see it written down. Come on, get a grip and get into... Let's just check that the attrition we're getting is, it's just being out of supply. That's fine. We're going to go and we're going to attack Novgorod. This is where we discover that Novgorod has 8,000 people in it and we go, ow. Okay, it doesn't have 8,000 people in it. Good. But yes, everyone thought lots of people thought that the bit in Eirik's saga where they described going to America was like most likely made up, and sort of what if you go further west, surely there's something out there, rather than that they actually got there. But no, it seems most likely that they did in fact actually get there, and they did in fact actually briefly set up a colony there that ran into problems with the locals for some reason. Can't think what that might be. You know, when a lot of people with axes turn up on your doorstep, I think your first thought is not necessarily that they want to be best mates. Does include one of the few named women in, or relatively few named women in the sagas, and it's a woman who fights in a battle. If only I could remember her name. You should know by now that names are not, absolutely not, my strong point. I can just about remember the eponymous heroes of sagas because the sagas are named after them. Anyway, you should all read Njal's saga, it's great. Available in Penguin Books. I think it's one of the ones translated by Magnus Magnusson. Yes, that Magnus Magnusson. The one that did Mastermind. Of course, that's only because his name got anglicised. Because his father's name is not Magnus. Yes, Novgorod's not having a very good time right now. Lots of people are besieging bits of it. Oh dear, something's happened to... Oh, my regent has snuffed it. Right, new regent, new danger. Maybe let's make my regent someone who might outlive me. Controversial, I know. Right. Ooh, where should we go next? Let's go that way. No signs of the Novgorodian forces at the moment. Possibly because they're busy fighting everyone else that's busy invading Novgorod. Suomi and Savonia seem to be having an argument. Hopefully that would... Oh, something's happened to my steward. New steward. Okay, I guess that you are acceptable. Right, get building my legend. I could always do with more ledge. Right, where are you not going? Okay, it's forest, but I do have quite a considerable numerical advantage. Okay, if any gastric land might not be part of a defensive pact, it's a possibility.
You're getting a fair rate of attrition.
That's mostly because other people are walking through my and I could go over there, but I don't think that's going to.
Yeah, if it's only a temporary thing, it may not be worth worrying about.
I don't think I can do anything about it quickly enough to. Let us, however, nip next door. And I might have to knock some of my piety down to raise another army if there's anyone sensible to go up against. Excellent, I get to run into the... Okay, I don't get to run into the Norwegian army again, but... Novgorodian. Oh, yeah. Okay, apparently I do. Well, aren't they stoats? Okay, I get to run into... some people. No, I don't. Okay, yes I do. Okay. Children, random kin state. Water. Can I get myself a... Can get an organizer, but they're a bit otherwise useless. No, organisers are so useful. I don't care that you only have a martial skill of 10. That can be worked on. Okay, we're calling in more mates into the Norwegian. So now Right, I will issue a challenge because he's actually even worse than I am at fighting. He's got -17. Oh look, he's refused my thick challenge. 6 tribal armies. Something like that anyway. So now I need to make a decision about where to go. I think I make the decision to go over there on the grounds that that's more useful, because if they nick that off me, that will be extraordinarily irritating, because I get such a lot of ticking war score from it. Back over here. 91% war score. Okay, you're getting yourself into someone else, some other completely different fight. Fine.
Swarthy
Has taken over.
is yes, tightening its grip on Finland.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, no, a bit under 30% threatening. Well, yes. So, Mr. Bond, probably I'll get 100% war score when I win this siege. Come on, win the siege. Right, we've won the siege. Right, okay, you're my heir, that's fine. Let's look at the defensive pact map.
So presumably you'll still have a pact truce with Lotharingia.
Unless their leader has died, which I don't think they have. Oh, truce breaker. So this lot aren't currently part of, and they can get 6,000 troops, so that's 7,000 troops plus eep, they can get 10,000 troops.
Not currently in a war.
This lot not currently in a war.
So it would take a fair amount to push them over.
Yes.
Not completely unfeasible, but
It just
otherwise you've basically got Svithjord in Scandinavia, you've got Svithjord and Lotharingia, who you have respectively a non-aggression pact and a truce with,
yes.
or you start going after the Christian defensive pact against you particularly. It looks like.
It's medium sized. I mean, there's Scotland,
There is Scotland and
Ireland,
Ireland.
and Brittany. and this lot.
It doesn't look quite as dangerous as the pagan one at the moment.
No, but I still
But
think...
on the other hand, your only target there is those two counties
Yeah, the only off
No,
Lotharingia.
because Lotharingia is not in defence back against you.
Oh, yeah.
The problem with Lotharingia is you have a truce with it. It's the two counties to the east.
And I've got a truce with them anyway, because that's part of Greater Poland.
Right, and she is still the same person.
She's still the same person.
Right.
So, let's...
So basically, in the useful getting more of Scandinavia direction, there's Sakala.
Yeah, I've only got 1,200 troops there. Let's just see. So, there's a Welsh revolt. Do I have any good claims against the Welsh revolt?
We have the usual. Probably.
Yeah. Or
the problem with the British Isles is that it's peak to get to.
Yeah. Do I just at this point let myself settle down and let my troops and let my threat drop?
I think the alternative is you use what you've got to take on Sakala and see if it works.
That feels very dicey.
Like, Sakala only has 2 counties.
Yeah.
So he might be willing to burn all of his piety to keep one of them.
Yeah,
if
but
he
it's
is,
he's also got an ally with 3.5.
Where's he? He's fairly nearby.
Yeah.
I mean, you're closer,
I am closer.
so you'll get there first.
Yes.
I mean, my inclination would be to say, try it. The cost of losing a conquest war is not very much. So, like, maybe you only have a 25% chance of winning this war, but you're going to throw the armies away anyway.
Yeah.
You'll lose a bit of prestige by doing this. You don't lose any claim because it's not a claim war.
Yeah.
Your truce will last 5 years. So
Let's give it a go.
may as well.
Let's just... I'm not going to offer peace, I don't want to just use... So I lose 200 prestige, which is... I lose 148 money, which is a bit annoying, but... Right, okay, that is really not a big problem for me right now. Obviously, let's play the... Excuse me. Hello everybody, would you like to join
Meanwhile,
my
you can
war?
immediately march your armies westwards.
Yeah, but I can't wait too long to... Right, so that's the target county. I don't know why I can't go for that one.
Because it's not coastal and not adjacent to you.
To you.
Then you
But-
can only conquer coastal counties and counties
But
adjacent
of course, it will certainly become adjacent to me
to you.
quite quickly. Yes. So, come on. Get all the messages in about how you can unfortunately not join the war right now. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Let us release the otter before they besiege that place back. Right. Yoink. Okay, that's going to be exciting.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Let's instead sit down.
So you're in
And
terrain where sitting down is, yes, well, given that they had a bonus for where they were, you'll probably have a bonus for where you are.
yeah, forest.
So they have raised their 6,000 piety-driven troops.
They have, yes.
I would assume, given precisely 6,000 troops.
Yes.
Your allies are buggering off.
Yes.
Maybe they have other ideas.
Yes.
Maybe they don't like. What are you getting attrition for at the moment? Is that just supplies?
I just want to sort out my demean limit problem. Hang on, where's the thingy?
Right. Yes, there's a rather tight supply limit here.
Very tight. Is it worth just going and attacking them? On the grounds that if I'm going to lose a lot of troops, I might as well lose them by, doing something rather than not.
Yes.
I think we try this. Because otherwise I just lose troops anyway through attrition, and then they come and say hello to me.
And they're not suffering attrition.
And they're not suffering attrition, so they will undoubtedly...
Oh, well, you have got a very big centre,
I have
but
got...
they're going to flank you very excitingly soon. I would recommend that you see if they'll give you white peace before you
Now.
lose this battle.
Yes.
Oh, but they'll sit on the offer for a little while, won't they?
They
And
will.
won't anyway.
They won't.
So I think unless we can think of a clever way to win this war, we should
Bugger.
probably.
Got another son. That's very annoying. Alright, let's have an order. Do we give in now? Save our allies the
I can't
attrition.
currently see any way in which you're going to win.
I'd have to burn prestige at a hell of a rate. I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah, I agree.
I think
And
it's...
this was a speculative, maybe we can manage to pull this off.
Yeah.
It looks like we can't. He was actually willing to spend all his piety.
Piety
Let's
to
wait
keep-
5 years and see if he's still got 600 piety at the end of it.
Yeah. Because I'll have a lot of
You'll
prestige.
still have your 3,000 prestige.
Yeah. And I'll still have
You may be
1,000
gaining piety
money.
fast enough.
He may be. Right. Okay. Right. And my armies
Your entire
vanish.
army evaporates because it was only there because you were at war.
Indeed. Right. So I'm still quite threatening. I am accruing prestige at nearly 15 a month. We have raiders of the Lost Ark. So who is currently in charge? It's still my kinstote. So faction wise, oh, we are currently faction free. Let's briefly go and look at defensive pacts. Are there any smallish bits? Smallish people we can get a claim on. Like the Kingdom of Galicia. Alright. Actually, let's just check the Kingdom of Galicia does not in fact have 1 million people. It does not in fact have 1 million people. Right.
are you fabricating claims on Bolivia?
Because it might give me something to do. I don't have to, take the claim up. It's Mayday. It was briefly Mayday. Oh yes, I need to do the mustard of the month. Yes. Could you take a photo of the mustard of the month, please? With my phone.
Probably if you can sort out configuring it appropriately.
Smack. You might actually be able to see the mustard because you won't be being shot at from about, 3 centimetres above the ground. Excellent, we've nicked some tech from Constantinople.
I think I've taken a couple of pictures.
Thank you. Right. Well, let's leave time running a bit. Let's discover that I don't want you to scroll like that, you pestilential thing. Yeah, so the Empire of Norway is kind of interesting. There's this, what are you? These odd little bits scattered through, sort of modern day Germany and Poland, as well as the bits that are sort of something sensible. Good. Massive recruitment drives are just what we wanted. Right. I'm slightly multitasking in that I'm about to okay, use that some things, that's nice. I will teach my phone contact juggling. The phrase contact juggling. Right, you can get the mustard of the month. Even while it's still the 1st of May. Oh, I can hold a great blot. I haven't been able to hold a great blot for approximately 1 billion years. Right. Let's all hold the great blot. Hooray, hooray, hooray. Right, human sacrifice time, everybody. Right, squelch. 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 Hooray, let celebrations begin. So I need 1,000 gold and 8,000 prestige. Right.
Also, your realm is too small.
No, it only needs one of those things to be true.
Oh, right. And, yes, you hold 3 kingdom titles. So
Yes. Ransom prisoner. Yeah, okay, I suppose I could have my brother back. I guess. Are there any prisoners that are ransomable? No, that would be boring. Right, let's cheer everyone up. Hooray. Everyone is much up cheered. So my levies are slowly creeping up. Let's have a think about, so tribal organisation means I get tribal vassals with levies and taxes, but that's the awkward point because I start getting massive.
Because you get levies, but very few of them.
Yeah.
So essentially, if you're going for
Adopting feudalism,
you want to run, as quickly as possible through those, or find another way to get there, because there are a couple of other ways, I think. You can adopt feudalism without going to maximum tribal organisation. Oh no, you do have, yes, so you have to get up to absolute tribal organisation.
Yeah. But it does make it difficult to expand, so I probably want...
While you're passing through that awkward stage, you're a bit vulnerable.
Yes. I mean, ideally what I get to the point is I found an empire. I then whack up to that level of tribal organisation so that my successor can take it up the next level and then reform to feudalism. Of course, it is just possible at this point that I should try and work out how to make my successor be Christian, because otherwise I can't convert to Christianity, because it's practically impossible for me to convert now. I have to persist with paganism. Claim on the county of Thingy. Don't want to lose that much prestige. Let's just check whether any of my vassals actually hate me. Okay, the Jarl of Västergötland is currently not a happy bunny. You want control of the chiefdom of Nerika, do you? Right, can we arrange for some vassal to be transferred? Let's cheer him up somewhat. Let's maybe put you onto improving diplomatic relations. Scar again. Right. Right, my daughter, who has a hair lip and is a twin. You We want a matrilineal marriage if we can arrange it. I'm just scanning through for any desirable traits.
Don't think you betroth her to someone you want to invade. Quarter of the given, but I suppose no, you need to know who they're caring to as well.
No, wrong thing. There we are. Sorting out the offspring related problem. Oh, right, okay. I've got a small army in West Iceland. Okay. Haven't had any notes that anyone's leaving the defensive pact. I assume that my truce of Lotharingia has not expired. It might be a new King of Lotharingia. That does not look like the same guy. Seems sensible. So he has 4,000 troops and maybe enough money to hire some people. Right. So Vard or Skagen, I think. Let's go for Vard, because then we cut off Skagen from him, which makes subsequent ones awkward. So, yeah, conquest. Send. Right. That's not going to be enough people.
Well, you've got all your allies.
I have got all my allies.
Yes, essentially, you probably want more troops, but I'd be inclined actually to say, how many fleets could you raise in Iceland,
Yeah.
then raise enough troops to fill those fleets?
Yes.
Which might be a tribal army, or might be raise your...
Well, my inclination at this point is to raise my own levies, which are
okay, the numbers are about the same.
yeah,
So
which are
your
fairly
battle
sort of,
fit, that's
oh yeah, easily,
3,000,
easily,
5,000,
easily.
yes, so,
Well, that's vassals.
so yeah, but only your domain. Oh, your domain levies aren't all in Iceland, of course.
Yeah, that's fine. I have ships. I can send ships places. I suppose I can raise my vassal levies.
Well, if you don't mind annoying your vassals a bit.
Yeah, let's annoy my vassals a bit. Right, glue. Fine. Right, let's shove you lot on a ship. Ship you over there. Shove you lot on a ship. Shove you over there. You lot can
Optimistic.
meander gently in the direction of wherever the hell it is the poem is about. You lot can meander to the coast on account of the fact that that would be useful. You lot can meander over there to join other armies. So I have 5 thingies. He has -5. I am not going to challenge someone in single wombat unless I have like an incredibly optimistic, incredibly good chance of winning on account of the fact that everyone's waking up over there. Did that look like Svithioda just got a new person? Svithioda has a new king. Now that is interesting. That's very interesting. Now I can't currently declare war on them because, of course,
You've gone and raised your levies.
I've raised my levies.
Well, unless it would convenient not to.
Yes. 50%. Yes. Well, I wouldn't do that just yet. I'd want to, try and win this war first.
Yeah, I suppose Svitjod is not going anywhere. The only problem is that they might join the defensive pact.
Yes. And admittedly, this is a problem.
What's their religion?
Hang on, I just need to...
Things to check for your next.
Yeah. Sorry, I want to complete the army things that I'm doing at the moment. Religion. Svithiod, I think they're reformed pagan.
Reformed pagan. So they will be in the pagan defensive pact if they join the defensive pact.
They are in the pagan defensive pact. Oh well, states.
So you might have... The thing is that the pagan defensive pact is not that strong in that the major problem you have going up against pagans is that they tend to be in frozen places and have quite a large defensive advantage and have the ability to raise troops using their piety, which they may be less inclined to do for a defensive pact because you don't end up with a truce against them after it.
Yes.
So they don't necessarily have an opportunity to regain their piety before you go, oh, you no longer have that piety. Well then.
Well, split them in half. Got to merge the fleet first. Let's embark you. You get to go all the way to sunny Jorvik. Bluff. Jorvik is not and has never ever ever been sunny. Although I suppose it could be worse, it could be Manchester.
Yes, I mean it's on the dry side of the country, kind of.
Well, yes. It's not on the really dry bit of the country. We're in the really dry bit of the country. Where there aren't any bloody hills. Dismiss that fleet. to nick some tech from Constantinople. That's good. Oh, you... Amusingly, are you trying to send people to Iceland? Wow. Have I got stoats for you? Right, let's glue you not together. Stare miserably at everything that's involved here and go. People. Your military organisation is terrible. Right, well, having carefully shipped people away from Iceland, I'm now going to be carefully shipping people back to Iceland. Okay, that did not go well. Well, if in desperation, go. It's annoying, but let's raise a tribal army. Hello.
You thought this battle was going really well, didn't you?
Yes.
Sorry.
Hello. Just thought I'd let you know, but I have, like... a few thousand troops just lying around. Maybe I should just have declared war on Sweden, Svithjord rather, when I had the chance. Pass. I don't know. Right. Anyway, let's go and see what's happening in this land. Let's glue you not together. Let's perform some, like... the thing is, during this war, of course I can't declare war. Well, I can declare war immediately this war ends, but I will have to, reduce my levies first. Send my levies home first. They found some more troops. Wow. I suppose he's not completely hopeless. Just check what. Okay, it's elective capital kind. No way. Oh dear. The shield maiden is injured in battle. How very disappointing. Let's just check how I'm besieged from Cornigan. Yeah, I'm besieging some more places. Oh, okay. King of England's declared war on me. That's nice. Why is the King of England declared war on me? He would like Lancaster back.
Oh, is that like not that matters very much? Presumably a de jure name.
No, Holy War.
Oh.
Wow.
I mean, that's kind of safe against you because there aren't many other
Reformed Germanic pagans.
Reformed Germanic pagans, yes.
And lots of people can join in on his side. So. Let's just check that I can't, in fact, can't hire the Varangian Guard because they're vassals of the Byzantine Empire. The problem isn't so much troop numbers, it's troop numbers in the right place. I think what I'm going to do is when I win the war against Lotharingia, which will undoubtedly be happening fairly shortly, I will send the otter out for that war, because there's no reason not to. And
The English one is going to take some effort.
the English one is going to take
They're not
some
going to
effort.
accidentally win or frankly lose that one.
Yes. And then I will save and stop. And we can think about what to do about this. Other than going, march into the next county. Wait for my troops to end up in East Iceland and win a battle, which is probably going to happen faster than they can besiege Zwolle. Would be my guess. Oh look, 100% will score. Release the otter.
For instance, I'll forge Alan's English I lost there. They're different languages. Very confusing. Okay, it's also a point in Lucia. Let's invite her to court. And let's save and stop. The year is 989. Good night, stream.